Hello, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for January. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it does resonate, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. At the end of the reading, I will pull a card from the Rooted Woman Oracle deck for you, so stick around for that. But let's get into it. What is going on with Aries in January, please? This is you. This is what crosses you or your challenge. Your conscious energy, your unconscious energy, your past, your future, attitude towards the situation, energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of, hopes and fears, and the possible outcome of the situation. Okay, so quick overview before we get into the clarifications. For your energy for the month of January, Aries, you get to the Page of Wands. So, kind of feeling a little fearless, feeling adventurous, full of passion, excitement about something, possibly working on a goal that you're very passionate about. For what crosses you, you do get the Ten of Wands. So although you are very passionate and excited about this thing, whatever it may be, relationship, goal, project, it does seem like it is a lot of work. You're putting a lot of time and energy into it, and kind of feels at times like it can be a bit of a burden. Because for your conscious energy, you do get to the Nine of Swords, so there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, kind of keeping you up at night, possibly worried that this thing isn't going to work out. Something that you have devoted a lot of time and energy into, something that you do care a lot about. It's kind of really stressing you out. And also for your unconscious energy, you get to the Four of Swords. So unconsciously, you are aware that you need a break, you need a rest, you need to rejuvenate yourself. But it almost feels like you think you can't take a break. Like you have to get this done, you have to keep working on this if you want this to work out. It feels like you're not cutting yourself any slack at all. For your past, you get the Temperance card. So this was a moment of kind of peace, balance, doing things in moderation. Feels like possibly a good work-life balance there. This could also represent a Sagittarius in your life. For your future energy, you get the Six of Wands. So success, achievement, being recognized for that success, being admired, by your peers or coworkers, family, friends. Seems like something is going to work out for you quite well. For your attitude towards the situation, you get the Three of Pentacles. So I don't know if you're working with a group of people on this that are helping you out with this project, but it seems like you have a good, solid foundation of people that you think that you can go to for help if you were to need them. Teamwork makes the dream work. But for your energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of, you do get the Five of Swords. So there is an energy of conflict, of kind of maybe somebody's bringing you down, man. It feels like there's this thing that you're super passionate about and somebody may appear on the surface like they're supporting you, but you feel their energy and it's kind of like they're looking down on you or doubting you in a way. Just interesting. We'll clarify. For your hopes and fears, you do get the Strength card. This also showed up in Sagittarius's reading in the same position, so not sure if you have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere, or if you're associated with them. But yeah, so same kind of situation. It feels like a need to get in touch with your compassionate side, your empathetic side, and show that to yourself as well as the people around you. Times that may be difficult, or you could be fearful of that, of showing that side, because you may see that as a sign of weakness almost, but really that is the strength, because why it's in the strength card. Could also represent a Leo in your life. For the possible outcome of the situation, you get to the Six of Cups. So reflecting back on old memories, good times. This could be returning back home, going towards something more familiar, or kind of just feels like you're going back to a state of innocence, of when things were good, when there were no responsibilities, no workload that you had to worry about, when you were kind of just free and free of burden as well. But let's get into the clarifications. Let's start with the Page of Wands for your energy for January. Why is the Page of Wands here for Aries? Okay, for the Page of Wands, you get to the Three of Wands, the Chariot, the Strength card. Okay. Yeah, so this is something that you are very passionate about, very determined to accomplish. It does seem like you are at the beginning of this, and it does seem like it's taking a lot of strength, a lot of bravery in order to put yourself out like this, because it is so kind of close to your heart, close to like something that you hold very near and dear to you, and to put it out into the world feels very scary, but it feels like you are moving forward with it. But at the very beginning stages of it, it feels like you are taking a risk, putting yourself out there. This is something that you're not, like, you're familiar with it, but you're not as familiar with putting it out into the world and letting other people see that part of yourself. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here for Aries? For the Ten of Wands, you get the Justice card, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords. Interesting. Huh. I know, it feels like there is some truth that is kind of being revealed within some sort of family dynamic, or possibly some people that you're just really very close with, and this truth really hurts you in some way. It feels like you're working so hard on this thing, and then you get some news from some family, and then it's like, ouch, and so that kind of just adds on to your stress and your anxiety about the situation. I don't know if this is somebody within this family dynamic that seems like it was so good, and then something happens and it's like, oh wow. So I don't know if they're like putting you down about what it is that you're working on, trying to dissuade you from this thing, if that's why the Five of Swords is in your energy that surrounds you. But it is interesting. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords. For your conscious energy. Conscious energy. Conscious. Now I'm insecure about how I say that. Let's clarify that. There it is. Okay. Okay, for the Nine of Swords, you get the King of Swords, the Emperor, the Magician. Okay, so yeah, you're overthinking things quite a bit. In your head, stuck in your head about this thing that you're trying to manifest, and your feeling of not having enough control over how it's going to work out. Feels like it's out of your hands, and you're having that's causing a lot of fear and anxiety for you. And you can't seem to get out of your own head. It feels like you're running through different scenarios of how it can work out, and how you can affect those different outcomes, what moves you're making that will result in that outcome or result in that outcome, when you really just need to focus on the outcome that you want and the steps that you need to take in order to reach your desired outcome. And it feels like you are trying to do that, but your head is just constantly running through cycles after cycles. It's like you're on like a hamster wheel. Let's clarify the Four of Swords for your unconscious energy. For the Four of Swords, you get the Four of Cups, the World card, the Four of Wands. Interesting. Yeah, so there's just this energy of kind of dissatisfaction with something that you need to take a look at. I don't know if it's dissatisfaction with some sort of commitment that you've made that you're kind of ignoring. There's some need to kind of heal that, whatever it may be. At the same time, it feels like you kind of want to put an end to it or close that cycle out, because it's not... Close that cycle out, and then feels like you're wanting to jump into a new commitment that is actually exciting and makes you feel, passionate and full of life and energy. It seems like there's something inside of you that's really not satisfied, that's kind of disappointed with how something has worked out. Let's clarify the Temperance card for your past. Okay, for the Temperance card, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords. Feels like there was a moment of peace, of balance in your past, and then things kind of changed quickly for you. And then it was like you felt like you were... Like you quickly went from this place of peace to this place of being, again, like stuck in your own head, feeling trapped in a situation. It feels like there was some sort of tradition or some commitment that you made, some higher level of commitment that you made that at one point brought you a lot of, tranquility. It was like, made you feel good, but then it was like, hold up. I can't get out of this now. It seemed like that energy shifted for you in the past. I don't know if it happened very quickly or over time. There was something that you felt kind of trapped in, that you had committed yourself to. This could be a person that you committed yourself to, or a higher level of education, or a job that you committed yourself to. But let's clarify the Six of Wands for your future energy. Going on with this success and recognition. Okay. For the Six of Wands, you get the Sun card, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Swords. It's interesting because there is a lot of achievement, of happiness, of kind of just this energy of feeling like very free, but at the same time you are like resistant against it. Kind of like protecting yourself from that. I don't know if it's because you feel like once you reach that level of happiness, you're afraid of it crumbling down on you again. I don't know if it's because of the past, if the situation kind of is translating into this. It almost feels like once you've accomplished this thing, you're like refusing to admit that you've accomplished that you've ended this cycle or this growth, because you're afraid of having to make the next decision. It feels like you don't know where to go after accomplishing that. You're like, okay, well, I'd rather stay and pretend like I'm still working towards this thing because I know I want this thing. But once you get that thing, then you're like, okay, well, I'm not too sure what to do next. So let's just keep working on this thing, even though it's already done and accomplished with. It is interesting. Or it could also be like you feel the need to defend your success in some situation. I don't know if people are saying like, oh, it's you got to where you are because of luck, and not like trying to say that you didn't work hard to get what you deserve, to get this, to accomplish this goal or whatever it may be. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles for your attitude towards the situation. Okay, for the Three of Pentacles, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So, again, I feel like this is the beginning of something for you, a beginning of this thing that you're passionate about is also a new business venture for you. It's a new opportunity for financial growth. But at the same time, it feels like you need help from the people around you as well to make this happen. I don't know if you need financial help, if you need some sort of investment in this project in order to actually be able to devote your time and energy to it completely. But it seems like somebody in your circle is kind of helping you work towards this goal that you have, this passion that you have. And I feel like it's somebody that does believe in you, but let's clarify the Five of Swords for the energy that surrounds you may not be aware of. For the Five of Swords, you get the Hermit, the Ten of Wands, the High Priestess. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if this is the same person that's helping you out, but there's an energy of inside they feel like there's a little bit of burden on them. I don't know if they're kind of resenting you in a way that you're able to, chase this dream that you're really passionate about. And I don't know, it just seems like there's this energy of, like, they're putting off this energy of, that they're excited for you, that they're happy for you, that they believe in you. But in your intuition, in your gut, inside that they're kind of like, I don't know. I don't really think that's going to work out. So you're, like, sensing that in a way. And it's kind of bringing you down. Stressing you out even more. Let's clarify the Strength card for your hopes and fears. For the Strength card, you get the 9 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what this is. There is, like, you want to approach this person in the situation that you are getting this energy from with compassion, with love, and kind of, you know, trying to figure out why it is that you're feeling this energy from them, but you're a little scared to do that. But ultimately, like, this person you really care about this person. You don't want to lose them, so you're a little afraid to approach them about that. But at the same time, hoping to kind of figure out why it is, to come to a resolution. But it is scary. It does take a lot of courage, a lot of bravery to be able to approach that situation. But ultimately, that is what you want to do, and I feel like that is what you need to do to figure out why that is that they're giving off that energy. This could also be you, when you're going after this thing, putting yourself out there, being courageous to attain this thing that you have a lot of love for, that will bring is kind of like your dream. Is scary because you may be also putting yourself down as well, like telling yourself that you can't do it, afraid that it won't work out, but still hoping that it will. But let's clarify the 6 of Cups for possible outcome. Okay, for the 6 of Cups, you get the Empress, the 8 of Cups, the Tower. Okay. It almost seems like you're going towards somebody for comfort, for empathy, for compassion, and then immediately emotionally disconnecting from them. I don't know if they're not giving you that. I don't know if this is the same person that you're going to for comfort, or I don't know, but it seems like it's kind of like you go towards them for something, and then they may kind of give you the cold shoulder, and then you feel like that relationship kind of crumbles. This could also be you kind of walking away from something that once was very, brought you a lot of happiness, a lot of fulfillment. It seems like you have a lot of good times with this person, but deciding ultimately that you need to emotionally detach from them because it's not giving you that same energy. It kind of feels like that relationship has crumbled, so you need to let it go. I'm not sure. It's interesting, though. I don't know if it's the crumbling or the upheaval of this realizing that something is disconnecting from this sense of innocence, this sense of somebody that is going to take care of you or being taken care of, and not having that responsibility of having to take care of things, to take care of yourself, to have all these responsibilities, to kind of do away with that facade and realize that you have to do this yourself now, that you have to be the one to care for yourself, to show yourself love and compassion, to be the comfort for your own self. But could be several things. It's interesting. Let's get a card from the Rooted Woman Oracle deck for you to close it out, Aries. What do the Rooted Woman want Aries to know in January, please? The Wasteland. I'll read a little bit from here for you. Okay. The Wasteland is a place where dreams go to die. Off to a great start there. It's an arid, rootless place, and its ground is infertile. In it, we're cut off from the source of life. We inhabit the wasteland when we occupy ourselves with jobs that bring safety and security, but don't bring us meaning or joy. The wasteland is a place where we've allowed ourselves to become what we were never meant to be, where instead of following our own instincts, we'll spend most of our lives trying to make other people happy, squeezing ourselves into glass slippers that were made for them, not us, and living from our heads rather than our hearts. The wasteland kills all that's alive and vibrant inside us. Gosh, living in the wasteland means that we're out of touch with the seasons and the cycles of the year and with the natural world to which we've forgotten we belong. And we would lose our relationship with the land and the other than humans who inhabit it alongside us. Then, in the deepest sense, we lose ourselves too. Our exhaustion is bone deep, and we come to believe that we're alone. This card invites you to discern all the ways in which you might still have one foot in the wasteland today. How can you escape it? What needs to change in your life? Interesting. Feels like that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to kind of go towards this goal. Maybe that's why you are still so burdened, because you do still have one foot in the wasteland, and you're trying to get out of that and do something that does inspire you and you are passionate about. But just struggling to get that, get that thing off the ground so you don't have to be in the wasteland anymore. But that is all I have for you for the month of January, Aries. I really hope this helped, and have a wonderful rest of your day.